Oh my god, this place is some sort of animatronic experimentation lab.
So I'm guessing the other animatronics are in the other doors, but wait, what was the first floor for then? And from what I saw on the stairs we went down, there's a third floor as well.
I don't know, this has taken an interesting turn. Okay, so this is going to be quite the big brain, maybe even galaxy brain idea, but we should split up.
After finding out that we're in some sort of secret lab under a pizzeria, that's your plan, John?
Well, if the animatronics were being experimented on, surely, they can't just get up? I mean, how else did the people outside die? Didn't look like anything an animatronic could do, unless, you know, the theory that kids' souls haunt the machines put them back in here as a final resting place.
Well, if that's true, here, take this walkie-talkie so we can keep in touch.
Alright. I'm going to go see what's on the third floor. You can continue to explore this floor, or the first floor.
I'm going upstairs. Who knows what could be up there if this floor is labs.
What the fuck? Cameron. Something has gone horribly wrong in the third floor.
And what would that be?
Well, there's blood and bodies all over the hallway and what appears to be a quite modern, almost futuristic-looking version of Freddy lying on the ground with a minigun.
What? What the fuck?
Nice one, John. Besides the semi-toy-like animatronics from the 80s, there are no Freddy animatronics that look semi-futuristic. Also, it's holding a fucking minigun? The upstairs is bust anyway. Just living quarters with your typical stuff like dining and entertainment rooms. I'm coming down to see this shit you're talking about.
Hey, I'm telling you, this isn't some sort of prank, bro.
Oh, my god.
See, I wasn't lying, and look, there's the futuristic Freddy.
Wait a minute, I remember now, years after the incident that had ruined the reputation of Freddy Fazbear's. The company got bought and made a huge recovery in the mid-2000s and early 2010s before stagnating along with rival companies like Chuck E. Cheese's and the such. That's when they introduced these mega Pizzaplex uses to gain sales. However, during the early 2020s while we were in college, I remember seeing multiple news outlets talk about how the animatronics just kept on vanishing without a trace in the southwestern US. Can it be possible that
someone, whether it be the US government or some crazy cult, used one of the last Freddy's pizzerias as a hiding ground for a lab and then started stealing animatronics from the pizzaplexes from across the southwestern US? Seems possible.
Yeah, or it's one of those suits that can be worn by another person since it has blood on it.
Well, based off the VR game I got. They discontinued those suits in the 80s after an incident that someone killed, and that's not an 80s animatronic.
Well, we should see what is behind the doors in the third floor, because if it sure does seem like this is probably where it all fell to shit. What kind of Frankenstein costume did we just walk in on?
I don't know, but it looks horrifying as shit and looks different to what was with the room with the foxy animatronic. Also, why is there a pile of ash with blood?
I don't know, but I wonder what this laptop is doing here. Wow, so the US government is trying to militarize these Freddy animatronics.
Well, seems so, but this is just one room. For all we know, this is some elaborate prank and we've fallen into it.
Hey, I guess you can be right. Let's see if these other rooms are like the others. Okay, I think we can conclude that this floor is some sort of modification room, where once the soldiers find out what can and can't be compatible with what animatronics, they go to work. The question is just, how did one of these things get to the surface and just vanish out of existence?
Maybe, for all we know, it killed all the soldiers and is back down here. I think we've seen enough.
Yeah, I think we should leave, because this is not good.
What was that?
I don't know. Sounded like, hey, the door won't open.
Meanwhile,
are you serious? You're telling me we've been duped by Venezuelan propaganda about just how much influence they have in the civil war?
Yeah, seems so. We really got tricked hard, and looked like idiots out there.
Yeah, I can tell. Now, where's the British guy? Because clearly I need to speak to him and…
I don't know where he went. He tends to do that a lot.
Wait, one of the experimental animatronics is active? How could that be? I told the people there to close that shit, but never got a response. I need to call that place.
Wait, what? You can't be serious.
Dude, you can try all you want, but it won't budge. Feels like something, or someone is leaning on it.
Ow, why did the door suddenly get so hot? I think my hand is literally on fire.
What? What the fuck?
Wait, a phone's ringing. Bet it's from the body here. Hello, who is this?
Wait, John? You work in the army in the animatronic labs, Tempe?
No, Dominic. Me and Cameron were just exploring an abandoned Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria and found these animatronic labs. There are dead soldiers everywhere. You know anything about this?
Sigh, yes, and it seems like my co-workers' concerns were true over my ego.
Wait, you knew these animatronics were being Frankensteined? What kind of BS is this?
I think it'd be better if I just explained. Back in mid-2024, 3 years after the end of the war, and with a president who was stubborn with military spending, I had planned a way to get a cheap but cost-effective way to fight in the next war without throwing countless men and women at the enemy.
So, when's this general showing up?
The plan was to buy the abandoned Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Seems odd. Well, in my research, the owner was quite the crazy person who'd built safe room under the freezer, so we just expanded from there. By early 2025, we had living quarters done. The floor had included stuff you'd find, like a cafeteria, library, sleeping quarters. We even had a small theater. Floors 2 and 3 were labs. Floor 2 was about figuring out the extent of what the animatronics could do, and what can be added. Not every animatronic could just be turned into a tank, looking at you Foxy and your hook. Floor 3 would be where the modifications happen. Each room was specific to an animatronic, one for Freddy, Chica etc. Both were done by late 2025, ahead of schedule, and with reports of what was happening in Hataloa. Couldn't have happened at perfect time, until well, you know. But I knew the warning signs were there. My friends in the army kept telling me about how they disliked this idea, many even writing down how I was letting my ego get the better of me. So, what's the problem, Caleb?
Well, the animatronic keeps making the weird child laughter when I leave the room, and it seems to move even though this one is from the building that hadn't been open since 1993.
Ha 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 ha, oh that's cute. Of all the things, you sure it's not just the Arizona desert wind that makes weird sounds sometimes? Oh, only if I had taken his word, I would have shut the operation down before a single modification happened, because in hindsight, when I left that room I heard a laugh, but thought it was the wind because it does get windy in there. Caleb's sounding a communist and... Wait, what was that? Damn it, see this is what happens when you listen to people like Caleb, there's nothing here. So there you have it. I'm guessing the people there couldn't contain the modified animatronics.
Based off what we saw in floor 3, one of the Freddys from a Freddy's Pizzaplex with a minigun gunned a whole lot of people, and in another room, a toy Bonnie animatronic had a pile of ash with a pool of blood.
Fuck, I've really screwed the pooch, haven't I? The Freddy with dual miniguns and laser-eyed Bonnies got out? How did you guys escape though?
Wait, the toy Bonnie has laser eyes? Oh shit, it's in the room. Cameron, get behind the table.